Alright guys, just gonna play a little bit here. This is clean, no distortion or anything. Might have to be a separate video, but some things need to be had. So let me just play a little bit. Where's the pickup? So off the bat, definitely have to do a fret polish. There's that grit feeling when you're doing some bands. You hear like it's cutting against the fret. So fret polish absolutely is needed on the guitar. I didn't realize this, but the bridge saddle is actually backwards. Came like this. So traditionally these are flipped around. The action is good though. So ideally these are flipped around, but the action's fine, so I won't mess with it. Middle. String's still terrible. This is why I say this shouldn't be a beginner guitar. Don't give these strings to a beginner. It's going to make them play worse. I have a video about that on my channel. Do beginner guitars actually exist? Or are we just calling shitty guitars beginner guitars? Because in my mind, you shouldn't give a shitty guitar to a beginner guitar. That's my whole point of the video. But you should still watch it. Alright, let me go to the bridge. Where'd the guitar go? Here we go, a little louder. Weird thing too, the right screw is not as screwed in as the other one. That's interesting. Yeah. I've seen this height before too. As far as it being this distant from the strings for the bridge. So, I'll figure that out. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll sound, if you're doing a high-end distortion, and you put it into bridge or the treble pickup, I think it'll be fine sounding. You know, they're not going to sound like Law or P90s or anything, but sounds okay. I mean, for $70, can't you say anything? And the action's good. Oh, by the way, the tuner. I used the tuner to actually tune this up. Man, took a while. Just because if you get a Shark tuner, the guide actually goes through the entire process of when you're tuning. This one doesn't. It stops. It'll stop here, and then it'll tune it. It shows up here, and it shows up there. So it's not entirely a chromatic tuner, or it doesn't work like one. But beginners, right? Give that to a beginner. So yeah, I think this definitely needs a fret polish for the frets. Um, and then I think oiling the, yeah, definitely. And then oiling the fretboard, I think always is a nice touch. Ergonomically, everything seems to be working. The volume, both volumes appear to be working. Nothing flimsy in that regard. Action is good, even though the saddles are upside down or flipped around, the wrong way. But the intonation's good, and so whatever. But if there's anything to really write home about, it would be this P90 pickup in the treble. You might want to raise that. If you're using distortion, you go to treble. I think it would be fine because the lowness of the P90, I think, will balance out the overall distortion. So it's not just like crazy loud, you'll still kind of, it's almost like pulling down a fader. At least that's how I think about it. I'm usually on the rhythm pickup anyway, which I like. Sounds good. Doesn't sound great, but it sounds good. It's workable. I know they have those Gretsch, the Streamlines, those P90s. Those probably sound a little better, but I mean, not by much. Overall, it's a good buy. It's a good buy. Definitely change out the strings though. Please change out the strings, but this definitely needs a fret polish. Polish the frets. So I'm going to be doing that, swapping out the strings with my D'Addario XLs, and yeah. So pretty neat. Thanks for watching. Appreciate J-Pom Music. I'll catch you guys next video.